What's going on, Tribe? What's good? Welcome to the GiNkO sneaker channel, where we talk about the sneakers we like, not necessarily what's hype. And today we have a different style of video today. Normally I do sneaker reviews, but today I wanted to do something a little bit different. Because I do sneaker reviews, I kind of wanted to touch on what parts of the shoes are called, so that when we are all watching the videos and listening and watching, or maybe when we want to buy a shoe or see something or talk to somebody and we're thinking about purchasing something, these are like general terms that everybody would know on like what parts of the shoe are. So I'm going to have some pictures to kind of show. It's not going to be 100% to what the pictures are, because I know some terms that are different. If you guys know other terms as well, please leave them in the comments. Let everybody know. This could be something that people, sorry, I got to go to work. This could be something that people can reference. So yeah, I kind of want this video to kind of just be, like I said, something that everybody can kind of come back on in case they ever kind of need a refresher on what these parts are called. So we're gonna start with the Dunk. A lot of these are gonna be kind of the same. I always do videos. I do more reviews on SB Dunk, so I'm just gonna start off with this, and then you'll see how this kind of translates to the other stuff. But for the most part, it's kind of the same. So here we're gonna go with color schemes, right? So yellow here. This part here is gonna be your toe box. Okay, this is what we call the toe box. This is where the creasing happens and all that stuff. Okay, the red part here, I've seen it called two things: either the tip or the toe guard. I've always known it as the toe guard, so that's what I'm gonna call it. But it's usually from like, I would say from like the fingers of your toes, like that whole, from the toe box forward, but this bottom part, I would say, like this whole part here. This part here, I've seen this have its own term. You could either call this a vamp or a mud guard. I've always heard it called as a mud guard, so that's how I'm going to refer to it. But that would be your mud guard. That's the red part here. This, where your laces go, that's going to be your eyelets. The yellow here on the side behind the swoosh, right? That's going to be your quarter panel. This, we can just refer to this as like the logo, because other shoes would have the same thing. This part here that's red, pretty much from this lace part all the way around here, I'm going to call that the heel panel. All right. Then this that's yellow, we're going to refer to this as the collar. And then that's yellow here. And then here, where it says Nike in red here, we're going to call that the heel tab. All right. Then the blue one inside here is going to be your sock lining. You have your insole on the inside, which is, your Dr. Scholl's kind of shit. Then you have your tongue and your tongue tag. All right, the actual part that says Nike, SB, or Jordan, or Reebok, Adidas, whatever you rock. And you got your laces and lace tips. I think I've also heard the tips called aglets, if I'm not mistaken. So you can go with that as well, but that's that. So that's pretty much it. So toe box, toe guard, mud guard, eyelets, quarter panel for the yellow on both sides, the heel panel, yellow's the collar, right? Then you have the heel tab, sock lining in blue, insole in green, then your tongue in yellow, tongue tag red, red laces, red lace tips. Boom, right? So with that being said, if we go to a Jordan now, right, we're going to be talking about the same pieces. You have a white toe box, you got a red toe guard. This part here looks a little bit easier because you can actually see stitching going through both ways. So this whole part here is your vamp or toe guard. See on the SB Dunk, the stitching doesn't follow all the way through there, but here it does. So this one is an actual its own panel by itself. So the only reason I mentioned it with the SB Dunk is because it does have like an extra layer, which you'll see in the B-roll as well, but it's like two pieces right there. So here we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna call that the mud guard. You got your eyelets, quarter panel is the white here, the swoosh in black. You got the heel panel in red here. You got the collar here in red. No heel tab. You have sock lining, right? For Jordan 1s, this is the sock lining starts here. Yeah, because this red panel here is called the collar. I didn't say that already. Then you have your white tongue, blue tongue tag. Yes, these are the Spider-Man Jordan 1s. Not as icy as they used to be, but I'll do a video on that pretty soon because I do want to touch these up. But yeah, black laces. I know they normally come with the red lace tips, but I have black lace tips on here right now. So that's a Jordan 1. Simple, right? Very similar to this one. Now we have a Jordan 4. This is another one that I pretty much get pretty often. So I would be doing videos on this pretty frequently. So based on how we broke these parts down, this part here, we can say toe box, mud guard. I don't even think I got to like, this is the midsole. This would be midsole here, white. Midsole white. Outsole blue here. Outsole is icy blue here. So we forgot to mention the midsole and the outsole. So here you would have your midsole, right? Air bubble unit. That's what these would have. That's what this part is here. Your outsole. Your, I don't even know if this would be called the mud guard. I wouldn't, because it's not all the way, like, it's not all the way down. So I would just call this part of the eyelids. So all you have your whole eyelids part here. I think for Jordan 4s, these are called the wings, if I'm not mistaken. So these actually have their own name, like this extra part here. I would call this part my collar. That's in white here. This would be my heel panel for me. This is the heel tab. And I would call that this whole green part here. Then you have your tongue tag right here. And the netting here, I would call the netting your quarter panel if I did need to call something a quarter panel. No logo here, obviously. Here your logo would sit in the back. So, and then like I said, other stuff has like an air unit. So with that being said, most shoes we can kind of break down now, like just honorable mention. Just bringing this one out, this Air Max 90, right? Toe box, mud guard, eyelids, tongue tag, your midsole, the air bubble unit, outsole, your logo. This is my whole quarter panel here, all the way there as well. I'd probably call this the heel tab, the heel panel. Maybe call this the collar. And then this can be the sock lining right here. Then you have your insole on the inside. I give these a lace swap option. So yeah, so you know what I'm saying. So now we can all kind of be in the same page. You can kind of make a reasonable, educated assumption on what we're talking about here. So like I said, I just wanted this video to be somewhat brief, just so that anybody that wanted to or needed something to kind of reference. I think I'm just going to end up calling this like sneaker anatomy, because that's how I ended up having to find pictures of it on Google. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, please leave it in the comments. If you guys have other terms in other countries maybe, or just elsewhere, please share in the bottom. I'd like to know. I'd like to be knowledgeable and stuff like that. If I was incorrect, I apologize. Please let me know in the comments where I may or may not have been wrong. I just did this research to the best of my ability from people that I've spoken to as well. So aside from that, be well. Much love. I love you guys. Enjoy your New Year's. New Year's is coming in like 2 days. So be safe. Don't do nothing crazy. Be GiNkO. Be generous. Be inspiration. Be ninja. Be knowledgeable. Be optimistic. My socials are here on the QR code. I forget where I put it. So if you guys would like, feel free to follow me on all my other socials. Peace.